Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me for another Christmassy make. So this is my prototype. I was really just testing that my idea works. So what we've got is a playing card that I've altered to give you this flip up like that, and you can see the reindeer, and we've got a gusseted pocket at the bottom here for something to go in. Still looks like a playing card. And then on the back, because we've got this stripy, almost like a candy cane kind of print, I've got these jokes from last year's Christmas crackers. And, you know, with the red and white and everything, I kind of felt like that looked kind of fun on the back. You know, just for a bit of a fun pocket flip up thing. So, yeah, if you'd like to see how I made this, here's how I did it. So I've got the playing card, so I'm just putting my bits to one side. So we've got the playing card. Mandy from SunflowersAndDors kindly sent me these, and as soon as I saw that, as I say, almost like a candy cane, I immediately thought, well, that's going in my Christmas stash. So that's what I started with, and then this is where the idea snowballed. So I've got some red paper here. Now I've already trimmed it to, she says, it's almost the width of the playing card, and I've done it the height of the playing card plus is about of 1/4 of an inch, because that's going to give us our flap. But I do notice I am going to have to just take off a teensy slither so that it's the size of the width of the playing card, because we want the we want it all to sort of match. Okay, so let's pop in our flap. So I'm going one over from 1/4 inch. I really am not very good at inches, so I'm afraid I don't know what that is, but it's basically 1, 2, 3 over. And I just basically measured this border that I've got on the playing card already, because I kind of want it to look like it was part of the playing card, I guess. Okay, let's fold this over. So essentially that's gonna hook on there like that. So it's almost disguised. Okay. So that's going to flip up, and we are going to have book page covering the back here, just because it's a bit, you know, it's quite white on there. So I thought we could have this nice fireplace image. These images that I'm using, they come from the Nightmare. Oh goodness me. It's because Halloween is coming up in a few days actually, from when I'm filming this. The Night Before Christmas, just a book that I found in a charity shop. Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh dear. That's what I mean. To me, Halloween is in a few days. At the time of me filming, I'm slightly ahead, and oh. Silly me. Okay, so I'm just using the collal, and I'm just going to position my book page up to the flap, and I'm just moving it over so that I can take off that torn, where it's torn from the book. So I'm just gonna grab my brayer. Since I got that, I use it all the time now. It's so handy. Okay, and then we're just going to cut around that nice and easy. I feel like I'm sat at my desk really oddly today, so I'm sorry if I'm a bit wonky on camera or anything. I feel like I'm pulling everything. I don't know, my elbows just feel like they're in the wrong place today. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, so we're just gonna cut that out. dear. Yeah, it takes me a lot of concentration to cut in a straight line. And I've just had my lunch, so I feel like I've got the afternoon slump actually. So yeah, sorry if I'm a bit quiet on video, but hopefully you'll enjoy what I'm making. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish that flap down. There we are. And of course, if you don't have playing cards, you can still make this kind of flip up pocket idea. Just use any kind of card. You could even use junk mail and just, you know, cover it with a nice book page or digital or scrapbook paper, whatever you like. Okay, so we're going to get that glued on. I'm using art glitter glue just because I know it's strong and it doesn't spew out. Well, if it does spew out, it doesn't spew out like the Beacon / Fabri-Tac does, where it gives you a shiny residue. It doesn't do that. So, and I know it's, yeah, nice strong glue. Okay, so let's just see where we're at. Yep. Just want to come in a bit. And then if you've got, you'll have sort of, yeah, this part. I'm just going to come in with some ink. I might wait until the glue is dry. But basically once you ink it up, you don't notice that part. Okay, and then because the playing card is rounded, the corners are rounded, I'm going to do the same on the whole piece. And also it just gives it a nicer look really. So I'm just going to round there and the bottom as well. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Okay. That's that. Right. So now we've got a gusseted pocket. I think actually I'm just looking through my scraps and this one is just, oh, it's perfectly fine, this one. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit. Sorry, just getting everything everywhere today. I really do think I'm sat weirdly, so sorry about that. Okay, so I just want to have a look at how much of a gusset we've got here. So yeah, I'm thinking we can do, yeah, should be able to get away with 1/2 inch on each side, which I think is what I ended up doing with the last one. So let's do 1/2 inch. I have no idea what I'm going to put in this gusseted pocket, but because it's gusseted, there will be lots of room. For maybe a notebook or something, that might be fun. And then my idea is, because we've got the joke on the back, I thought it could be a floating pocket and have, you know, be clipped in or slipped into a pocket itself. I don't know, but yeah, I was thinking more clipped onto a page. Okay, is that straight? Okay, let me just check that all fit. Yeah, should be fine. So let's move that to one side. So you've seen me do this before. Basically when you fold in your pieces, you've got two like squares in the bottom corners. So we just want to cut those off at a slanted angle, like that. And then I like to just snip these two corners at the top as well, just because then I feel like things then don't get in the way when you're sliding stuff in and out of the pocket. Okay, let's just check that, and I'll just give these a burnish down. I want to come in ever so slightly, so I'll just do that on the one side. Like that. Yeah, lovely. And then because because the playing card is rounded, I'm just going to round the bottom corners of this. Okay. And then just going to give it a small ink. I'm using a tea-dyed distress ink because I don't want these journals to be like heavily inked. So I feel like this would be a nice medium. And then I'm just going to see about putting in a thumb notch. Okay, how's that? Cool. Looks like the the jack is coming out of the pocket, which is kind of fun. So yeah, as I say, I'm thinking that these will be floating pockets, so I'll just paper clip them in. And it'd be nice to use like an altered paper clip maybe, that's got, some ribbon or some bells or something coming off of it. That might be fun. Okay, so just glue that down. Really fun. I don't know how I'm going to decorate them up yet. Haven't quite decided. And of course the fun thing, that's not wide enough, but you could also do something up here with another pocket or a belly band or something, which did cross my mind, but now that I've started to make them, I actually kind of just like leaving the book page, because it is really, really quite sweet. Right, let's see if we can ink this a bit better now. Just because then we haven't got the starkness from the paper. Of course, if you had, nice double-sided paper, you probably wouldn't need to worry about using the book page underneath, unless of course you want to give it a fun surprise. Okay, and then, just the same as before, I'm going to put the joke on the back. As I say, these were just from last year's Christmas crackers. I must have saved almost everything from Christmas last year, because I felt like, I would want stuff this year, and then if I didn't use it, I could just get rid of it. But yeah, I'm glad I saved these. Bit of silliness. Just a bit of silly. So just do that. Yeah, sorry if I really do feel like I'm pulling everything to me today. Shall I read the joke to you? So it says, how many letters are in the Christmas alphabet? 25, because there's no L. Noel. Christmas cracker jokes. I don't know if other countries do Christmas crackers, but they're a big part of our staple Christmas dinner here in the UK. Is got to have Christmas crackers on the table. The ones where you pull apart and they make a bang. You get a little toy in it, or you get your joke, and you've got your silly party hat. But yeah, I tell you, the jokes inside are just so bad they're good. But yeah, I don't know what you think about that one. What's the other one? What bird is always out of breath? A puffin. So bad it's good, right? Don't judge me by the jokes. I didn't write them. I did not write those at all. I wish I was that funny. Yep. And this just comes from a paper pad, this little image. Is it Booful Bear? Isn't he cute? I just thought colours wise. And yet it stands off the paper really nice as well. And then the final thing is a tab, and I used it was really just to indicate, that there is something to pull up. I used a white one, which seemed to work quite nice, but I want a little one. You're going to tell me that the only little white one I had used it. I'm looking. Alright, it's going to have to be a big one, which is okay. It's not ideal, but and then I think if I put it on this side, yeah, that'll be fine. So it'll go on the opposite side. I just went with it fitted in nicely with the book page. That's what I'm looking for, in case you were wondering. So, looking for a name for this thing. Playing card, floating pocket with flip up, something like that. I'm sure it's nothing new, but well, as I say, this idea just popped into my head when I saw these fun playing cards from Miss Mandy. There we are. So cute. I'm still not in the Christmas crafting mood. I haven't watched Christmas movies yet or anything, but I feel like I should be now. And then, yeah, I'll just probably go round them with a little bit of ink. Not a huge amount, as I said. I don't want them to be grungy or anything, just a, little bit. So that's those. So as I say, you could add more embellishments to them. Belly bands and extra pockets and such like. Can you see those okay? I hope you can see all that. But yeah, aren't they fun? I like that. I like it a lot. So we've got reindeer, and we've got stockings, and we've got presents. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to decorate them up. Maybe just something in the middle here. But as I say, I've not done any of my fussy cutting yet, so I really need to get a move on this weekend and do that. And then of course we've got the fun jokes on the back. So silly. A bit of silly fun. But you could obviously do this in any theme, minus the appalling Christmas cracker jokes maybe. But essentially it's just a piece of card, for the playing card. And then you just fancy it up with a flip up and a pocket and, some nice images and things. So don't feel like you have to do this in a Christmas theme. Likewise, don't feel like you can't do this project if you don't have a playing card, a giant one. Just for reference, in case it is helpful to know, these playing cards are, I think that's 4 3/4 inches by, I think that's just about 7.5 inches. So in terms of, being on a page and whatnot, it would just slip really nicely into a journal, maybe not into a pocket, but certainly into your journal. This is probably a little bit small, but if you imagine if it was sort of like just tucked in like that, that fits, actually that fits in there quite nice. And then, you know, you would find it and stuff, so it'd be like a floating thing. And then I'll just show you what I was thinking about. I don't know if it will work, but when I see them in the journals, I'll know. I've got these that Janet from the Journal Keeper sent me. They're like little jingle bells, and I wondered whether we might want to consider having a paper clip on here, you know, to clip it onto a page, and then you've got like this hanging off the side or something, you know. Like I could just put this on there right now. Let's just see. As I say, it's tricky because I don't know what the journals look like yet. In terms of, like, I've chosen some of my papers by now, but I've not started building the journals, so I know I'm just faffing. I'm just faffing. Feel free to turn me off. I just suddenly thought, oh, actually, how would that work? I don't know. Let's see. Just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to. Oh yeah. So that would hang off there. Look. So if you imagine that sitting in your journal, depending on obviously how big your journal is, and then, you know, it could be hanging out the side. That could be fun, and it could give you a bit of, yeah, jingle bells. Oh goodness, it's one of those days. I'm finding everything funny. So yeah, I may or may not have that on there. It's nice and flat at the moment because we haven't got anything in the pocket. We'll just have to see. There you go. So just to be sure, here's Booful. And this one has got the reindeer and pocket at the back and a little joke. And this one's got, again, same paper pad, but with fireplace, stockings around the fireplace and presents, pocket, and that. So yeah, just a little fun idea for you. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Those are really fun to do. And yeah, I'd love to know what you think. Like I say, use any kind of card as your base, and you could make some kind of floating flip-up pocket thing. And of course you could change this up, adding, you know, extra pockets on the back or belly bands and all sorts. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I'd love to know what you think about this little idea. Either way, I'll see you soon. Thanks so much everyone. Bye bye for now.